Today on Close Up, one of the most popular video games is releasing its final installment.
And tackling cultural issues doesn't scare these Winthrop organizations. How stereotypes are being put to rest.
Do you know the amount of preparation an actor must do in order to prepare for a role? Stay tuned to find out.
From the Department of Mass Communication at Winthrop University, you're watching Winthrop Close Up.
Welcome to Winthrop Close Up. I'm Harrison Gardner.
And I'm Cameron Powell. The football video game series that takes on the NCAA name, logo, and athletes has become a little too realistic for comfort, at least to the athletes. Reporter Jerryon Manning has more.
NCAA Football 2014 is planned to be the final release of the EA Sports video game. The reason for the discontinuation of the series lies in lawsuits placed against the NCAA by athletes wanting compensation for their likeness being used in the video game. EA Sports released a statement explaining the situation. It says, "We have been stuck in the middle of a dispute between the NCAA and student athletes who seek compensation for playing college football." It goes on to say, "We follow rules that are set by the NCAA, but those rules are being challenged by some student athletes." Many NCAA student athletes receive scholarships for their ability to perform, but is that really enough?
But I feel like the time that I put in, I feel like I should be getting more, because to compensate for working, because I can't really work like I want to.
There's even been some thought on considering college athletes as employees of schools.
I believe that that would really go against the idea of a student athlete. If we classify them as employees, I think that could be very damaging to the future of college athletics.
Many college sports fans believe that by allowing payment of college athletes, the more genuine aspect of this level of the sport would be lost as they see in the pro level.
Yeah, I think it just gets away from people being students as opposed to, you know, just being here to play their sport and then moving on. You know, it takes the emphasis away from the education side of it.
Talk about payment of college athletes has been around for a long time, though it's gained a good bit of attention as of late. We'll see if any changes actually take place. Jerryon Manning, Winthrop Close Up.
For more information on EA Sports' decision, you can visit www.ea.com.
Are you feeling froggy? Festival organizers believe they have just what you need. Rock Hill's annual Come See Me Festival is right around the corner. This year's marks the 52 years for this big event. Festival chairman Brian Hoffman and his family unveiled the newest festival logo, and all cameras were there to catch the whole festival. The 10 days of fabulous family fun begin April 3rd.
Students having the chance to make a lasting first impression and land a job before graduation. Dozens of potential employers gathered in Richardson Ballroom to speak with students eager to network, career, and attendees have the opportunity to pass their resumes to local and national companies. The fair takes place once each semester, and one student says it helps him keep his goals in mind.
My overall goal is to get, to get a job eventually, or just to get some contacts in order to get some interviews. It's just good to shake somebody's hand and try your shot at it, even if you completely mess up.
The chance to impress isn't over when the fair ends. Professional headshots are also available to students. Could update social media such as LinkedIn and Facebook.
With the spring break right around the corner, homework, term papers, and assignments are stacking up. Reporter Adam Bolin explains how to avoid long-term injuries from book bags.
Well, on Mondays and Wednesdays, I have 4 different classes, and I don't have enough time to go to my car and get certain things, so I usually carry all of my books.
From elementary school to college, student book bags can be very heavy, causing back pain and cutting off circulation. The problem with this is
that is it can damage the brachial plexus, which means you can lose sensation to the arm or the hand, or motor skills, meaning being able to move and grip things, and if it's damaged, it is permanent.
According to a Boston University study, 85% of students reported that they had some type of pain or discomfort from backpack usage.
My books are heavy, they're thick. I don't have really too many thin books because I'm a senior.
Backpacks should not weigh more than 20% of their body weight. When wearing a backpack, the strap should be worn around both shoulders, not just one. Also, there should be padding on the straps and on the back of the book bag.
So it pads against the spine so there isn't any bruising or injury to the actual skin of the spine.
The way you pack is also important, so put the heaviest items in first so they're closest to the body. These simple steps could save your spine and help you avoid long-term injuries. I'm Adam Bolin for Winthrop Close-Up.
Coming up, Winthrop students celebrate Black History Month in a new way.
And war games have begun between the United States and South Korea. How it is affecting the countries next on Close Up. Time now to check on the stories making national news.
Chris Gaitan joins us from the Winthrop Close Up News Center.
Welcome to the News Center. I'm Chris Gaitan. War games between the United States and South Korea is underway, and it is an annual event, and both sides insist they are defensive in nature. But that hasn't stopped North Korea from reacting angrily in the past. Last year, the North actually threatened nuclear war against Seoul and Washington. The atmosphere this time around, though, is completely different, and there are hopes that they will pass peacefully. According to the New York Times, Defense Secretary Hagel wants to reduce Army forces to their lowest level since before the U.S. entered World War II, and also wants to eliminate an entire class of Air Force attack jets. Details of the proposed Pentagon budget will be released at a later date. Any cuts must be approved by Congress. President Barack Obama will decide whether to move forward with the Keystone XL pipeline in the next couple months. The proposed budget would carry oil from Canada through several states to the Gulf Coast. Environmentalists are concerned the pipeline could lead to more spills, thus hurting the environment.
Thank you, everybody.
However, supporters say it could reduce America's dependence on foreign oil. In preparation for Mardi Gras, the doggy parade was held in New Orleans. Dozens of canines and their owners marched through the French Quarter for the annual Crew of Barcus. It was the 22nd year for the parade. This year's theme, Dogzilla, Barcus licks the Crescent City. Back to you, Harrison.
Thank you, Chris. Two of Winthrop organizations collaborated to tackle society stereotypes of the African American culture. I want to find out the significance behind Black History Month.
If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. You know, and it's all about how you view yourself. And in society, like we view, like, you know, there's comments like, you know, a light-skinned girl won't text you first, or...
This program is for Black history, and it deals with Black history simply because it's talking about the stereotypes inside the Black community, like natural hair, perm hair, light skin versus dark skin, you know, stuff like that. We're gonna have a good program. We're trying to put all these stereotypes to rest.
The Gents League and the ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho sorority hope to spread the message. Love the skin you're in.
And it's about accepting yourself and not allowing stereotypes and other people's perspective to be what defines you.
This event incorporated a panel of different speakers, and though they had different opinions on the issues, one panelist felt that the event was a success.
It would have been nice to have more of a diverse audience, but it was an excellent turnout either way.
Students caught an earful during this event, but many left with a broader understanding of the issue that African Americans face on a daily basis. This is Harrison Garvin, Winthrop Close-Up. Let us know what Black History Month means to you by writing on our Facebook page or tweeting us at Winthrop Close-Up.
Black History Month is an opportunity to appreciate diversity. Here at Winthrop University, it's also a time to increase awareness and explore new cultures. Alexandria Savage shows us how students are celebrating.
Black History Month was created by Carter G. Woodson,
Originally referred to as Negro History Week, much has changed since the beginning of the celebration, and Winthrop celebrates all February long.
I mean, I feel like it gives us a chance to kind of explore different cultures during Black History Month, because I mean, of course, we're not all fully Black, but I mean, close enough.
I feel like it seems like they're doing a lot. They have a lot of events and cultural events. I saw people standing around with Skin Deep, I think it was, having signs and everything. It seemed like they were raising a lot of awareness for all their causes and whatnot.
In my script analysis class, this time of year, I like to do plays by Black authors. Not that it isn't always a good time to read August Wilson, to read other Black authors, Susan Laurie Parks, but it's extra fine in February.
Winthrop is a melting pot of cultures, and events such as this one help students express themselves.
Tonight, our show is on profiling. It's called I'm Not What You See, and it just fits right in with this month. It's Black History Month. We need to bring awareness. Everybody needs to stand up for this and really reach out to people and really stand up for what you believe, because profiling is an issue and it's really real.
Addressing the issue is half the battle. Professor Annie Laurie shares with us how she invites change into her Winthrop experience.
I do some things with the International Center, the Taste of the World event in the fall, and then in the spring, the Asian Lunar New Year. And I think that Winthrop tries to embrace students from all around the globe.
Winthrop continues to move forward, and through acceptance and knowledge, our campus continues to facilitate change. Alexandria Savage, Winthrop Close-Up.
A recent real estate transaction could affect where students live off campus. Chris Gaitan introduces the new Campus Walk.
University Place Apartments gives students an affordable home away from home that is close to campus. On February 11, 2014, Walk to Campus acquired the properties on 610 and 630 Rose Street from University Place.
That'll add an additional 432 beds to the Walk to Campus property assets here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. We do intend to do several renovations, hopefully starting in the next 30 to 60 days, but on all the common areas, the hallways, the amenity space that you see around here.
Walk to Campus issued a letter to University Place residents addressing that their contracts are still void, though that if they renew their contracts, their rent will go up $30 more a month and are not allowed to park in the closer Walk to Campus parking lots until the 2014-2015 school year.
Since Walk to Campus issued out their letter, residents are still optimistic of what is to come.
I want to see what are the benefits, because I heard there was supposed to be a whole lot of renovations, and I'm kind of worried about my apartment. Like, where am I supposed to go? I mean, I'm not supposed to go anywhere until July, well, next July. And that's when my lease is up, so I'm just waiting for everything to happen.
So hopefully Walk to Campus fix UP, but I think it'll be under good management.
Hopefully good things are in store for the future of University Place. Chris Gaitan, Winthrop Close-Up.
You may not have read the comic book this year,
but you may have wondered how your freshman year comic book was selected.
The NCAA Freshman of the Week 7 times in a row. See what other records the Lady Eagles are.
CVS recently broke the chain and is encouraging others to do so also. Reporter Melissa Nobles tells us why.
Twice a week, Kiana comes in CVS after getting off of work and buys a pack of Marlboro menthol cigarettes.
I can get 2 packs for the price that I pay for one at other stores.
Every year, millions of Americans can invest in the billion-dollar tobacco industry by purchasing their favorite tobacco products from stores like CVS. But according to a statement released by CVS, the drugstore chain will no longer sell tobacco products to customers like Kiana. With an estimated loss of $2 billion from tobacco shoppers alone, one might ask the question, is CVS making the right decision?
I think it's a great idea that CVS is doing this because smoking not only affects the smoker, but the people surrounding them as well.
CVS joined the corporate social responsibility movement by announcing their decision to stop selling tobacco. In a press conference, President and CEO of CVS said ending the sale of cigarettes and tobacco products at CVS Pharmacy is the right thing for us to do for our customers and our company to help people on their path to better health.
It's just inconvenient. I get what they're going for, but I guess you either make money or make moral decisions.
One South Carolina decision maker visited Winthrop to share his views about foreign affairs. Senator Lizzie Graham gave students a chance to ask him questions and discuss the consulate attacks on Banzai. History major Aaron Ball attended the lecture and says Graham's experiences overseas make him want to learn more about what's going on in the world.
He has firsthand experience of being in Afghanistan many times, so it wasn't like he was just speaking in hypotheticals. He was speaking from firsthand. He's seen it, he's handled it, and he's continuing to handle it.
Senator Graham told students he believes similar attacks on Americans can be prevented so long as the United States stays involved in the Middle East. Upon receiving common book and orientation, most Winthrop freshmen probably don't know how that book landed in their lap. Stephanie Harris takes a look inside the selection process.
10 years and 9 books later, Winthrop's Common Book for Freshmen is still going strong. The book must meet the criteria of being no more than 300 pages, have a narrative strand, be nonfiction, and be linked to global concern. A committee made up of faculty and staff, a student, and one member of the Rock Hill community will read and research 2 or 3 books they think would relate to the criteria and students.
We never know until we try it how well it's going to resonate with students. I mean, we just never know. And if they don't read it, it's not going to do much good to have it. So we want it to be something that we think they will read.
Dr. Jones says that enthusiasm has grown more and more since the decision was made to make the Common Book a more common experience.
2 years ago, Dr. Jones and the committee moved the Common Book from ACAD 101 into the Human Experience Writing course. The focus on self and education, community, the natural world, and sacred in HMXP allows the professors to show students that the Common Book is relevant to class discussions and assignments. The committee has also incorporated multiple events throughout the school year for students to attend, to learn more about the book, and to discuss it with their peers.
I believe that would be more meaningful for students and make them feel a little bit less like they had wasted time on something that we weren't going to do anything with.
Not all professors assign readings from the Common Book like freshman Caroline Kahn's professor, but they do still incorporate elements from the idea of the Common Book itself.
My professor, he bases the questions off the moral of the story, which gets our class discussing like the 4 touchstones, which like education and the correlation of self, which is like what HMXP is all about.
With enthusiasm for the Common Book growing more and more each year, the selecting committee is looking forward to the readers' reactions to next year's Common Book. Stephanie Harris, Winthrop Close-Up.
Lacrosse is a Native American sport, popular across America, and as of last year, it made a home for itself at Winthrop Athletics. Alexandria Savage went to the source for the scoop.
Thanks to Title IX, Winthrop University began a lacrosse program last year. With head coach John Sung at the helm, the team is ready to compete in the Big South.
Got here from day one, it was kind of whatever my vision was, and Tom Hickman kind of let me kind of roll with what we were going to go with.
We brought Coach Sung in as one of our interviewees, and he impressed the committee, and along with myself, and so that's why we decided to move in his direction and offer him the job.
We had a pretty good idea of how I wanted to build a program and be successful. I've built programs at other schools and was very successful at building it, so I kind of used that groundwork to help us lay the foundation here.
Coach Sung has made a lot of progress with the program, but there's much more work to be done for the team before they reach their goal.
You know, by the time we have our first class graduate, hopefully we'll be an established program. Our goal is to be just as successful as our other sports here. We'd love to win conference championship.
You know, he's had challenges both in making the player transitions as he adds to the team with upperclassmen, and also in the scheduling and in the changing of our conference with the number of schools that are sponsoring women's lacrosse.
Even through these challenges, Coach Sung and his players continue to stay positive. Alexandria Savage, Winthrop Close-Up.
We'll keep you updated with the progress of the newest edition of Winthrop Athletics.
Erica Williams is 7-time Freshman of the Week, setting the NCAA record. Alexandra Savage tells us what other records the Lady Eagles have taken this season.
Head coach Kevin Cook is well into his 3rd season. Last year's season was great, but already this season has shown even more potential.
It's a program about the players,
And I'm just blessed to be able to have the opportunity to help lead, guide, and direct. And they've listened, and they've been very coachable.
I just think our coaches expect us just to compete like we know how to compete. We are a very aggressive team once we play to our ability.
And that's what coaches and players have been doing. Lady Eagles have been soaring up the charts and are ranked nationally for the first time in Winthrop's history.
In the mid-major College Insiders poll, we've been ranked as high as number 22 in the country. And it feels good for the players because their efforts have paid off.
At first, I didn't think too much of it. I just came to play, but as we kept progressing and gotten better as a team, it made us feel better and more comfortable, and we just had to go out and win. The most important thing is the end of the season and how we can finish it out. And it feels good to be putting Winthrop on the map as a mid-major school to show our talents here, because we really don't get no shine over here. But it feels good to just be known nationally and be ranked nationally as a mid-major school.
We're going to talk about being tough-minded each and every possession. We're going to take it possession by possession, game by game, and not look any forward.
Coach Cook and his ladies seem ready for the competition coming up. We're all looking forward to seeing them dominate the Big South. Alexandria Savage, Winthrop Close-Up.
Opening mic was a happening time this past week, and I was there to get the scoop.
Was it real or was it all in my head? In my head, oh.
Open mic night is a chance for Winthrop students to come out and show their talent and also have a little fun. The homecoming king and queen host the night.
I really enjoyed tonight. I got to be a host with the Queen, Daisy. And we really met a lot of people. There were really a lot of great artists tonight.
Open mic night not only showcases rappers and aspiring singers, but it also showcases spoken word poets and comedians, along with other unknown campus talents for students to enjoy.
I don't know what it was about tonight, but the crowd was really into it, and everyone was doing really well, and everyone was having a good time, and I loved it.
In addition to the performances, Open Mic Night gives several chances for the audience to come up on stage and have a little fun, making it a good time for veterans and first-timers alike.
This is my first time here at Open Mic. A friend dragged me out, but I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of talent on campus. I had no idea, and everyone was really supportive, and it was a good time.
So make sure you attend the next Open Mic Night. I had a great time at the Open Mic Night, and I'm looking forward to other Winthrop events in the future.
Coming up next, how actors prepare for their role in movies.
Welcome to Arts and Entertainment. I'm Alexandria Savage. The Vanity Fair Hollywood issue cover is widely known for its display of only white and thin actors year after year. But this year, half the actors highlighted are actors of color, helping the magazine to receive praise for its groundbreaking cover. Among the actors of color highlighted are Michael B. Jordan, Idris Elba, and Lupita Nyong'o. Being an actor can sometimes be glamorous, but it takes more than looks to be great as a thespian. Chris Gaitan shows us how an actor prepares for their time to shine.
It's Academy Award season again, and this year's Best Actor nominees went through great lengths to prepare for their roles. Nominees Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey underwent physical transformations for their roles. 12 years a slave, Chiatel Ejiofor learned how to play the violin.
Some of our greatest screen actors, are from the method tradition. And so that embodying a character as opposed to, slapping on a costume and some makeup, it obviously works much better on film.
And the choreographer had a friend who was a personal trainer, and I trained every day for 4 months probably, weight training and cardio and stuff like that, and eating really. I was on a strict diet, and I had to look a certain physical type to play that role.
Legendary stage and film actor Laurence Olivier once said that acting is as much of illusion as magic, and not so much a matter of being real. The audience is unaware of what it takes for an actor to prepare for a role.
And some people argue it can be dangerous for someone's health, but they're willing to do it to get into their role, then I think it's a good thing.
It's amazing to see for a role. Chris Gaitan, Winthrop Close-Up.
Can't wait any longer to see your favorite actors? Make sure to see if your favorite actor wins at the Academy Awards on March 2nd. With the Academy Awards coming soon, there is buzz for what the next great movie is going to be this week. It was announced that Godzilla, a sci-fi favorite, is back. Bryan Cranston from the hit show Breaking Bad will star in the newest rendition of Godzilla this summer. From Saturday Night Live, The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon has always been a crowd favorite. Him and his favorite sidekick, singer Justin Timberlake, teamed up to give their latest installment of the history of rap. That's all we have for arts and entertainment. Do you know the latest in entertainment news? Let us know at Winthrop Closeup at winthrop.edu. Back to you, Harrison.
The spring semester started off a little shaky with some unexpected weather that brought classes to a halt. Just in the first month of school, students have already missed 4 days of school due to snow and ice that caused roads to be hazardous. What may have seemed like a couple of days of fun in the snow is now turning into a hassle when it comes to crossloads. Students like Fresh Exchange student Marlene Lomit are beginning to wish it never snowed.
When we came back, we had a lot of work, and we still have a lot of work because of that.
While living in a winter wonderland may have been fun for a few days, schools seem to be catching us all up. Some students hope that no one asks them if they want to build a snowman.
If you have any story ideas, you can send us an email at the address listed below.
Or tweet us at Winthrop Closeup. We'll see you next time on Winthrop Closeup.